are going with the knowledge that you might get killed or you might get kidnapped. And this is something, knowledge that maybe the Israeli society finds it hard to digest or to accept, that a soldier, maybe when he's going out of his house, he might not be back. This puts a lot of pressure also on the decision making to help it work, that kidnapping work, that human shields work, the use of human shield work, because maybe we are under too much pressure from the Israeli society, from the society that takes it really personal, because it's their children.
I think you're absolutely right, but I would correct you slightly, as much as if a British soldier was kidnapped, for example, in Afghanistan, this is not just another soldier that has kind of become a casualty. I think the whole country would be galvanised in exactly the same way as they would here in Israel. And I think that probably would apply to pretty much any Western liberal democracy.
Like, what do you do so it won't work? So it won't work, so human shields won't work, so kidnapping won't work, and it won't be used with as a method in a battlefield or as a method in a war.
Yeah, I mean, it is incredibly difficult, but I think as I tried to allude to, I think for human shields in particular, and the same principle applies to it, if we prevent human shields from being effective by not being deterred from attacking the target by the fact that human shields are, I don't mean necessarily kill the human shields, but certainly maybe take risks as we're allowed to under laws of armed conflict. I think one issue in relation to Hamas that people often don't really realise, I'm sure most people here realise it in Israel, but outside of this country, few people seem to realise it, is that Hamas's objective in using human shields is not so much to protect their weapons and their fighters from Israeli missiles or Israeli infantry, whatever it might be. It's not really that. That's not the objective of their human shield use. That's more the objective of human shield use by some other groups, but not Hamas. Hamas's real objective in using human shields is to have those human shields killed. It's to lure and encourage the idea to kill their people, because that's the only weapon they've got. They've got plenty of rockets, plenty of missiles. It doesn't matter if they have a few fighters killed, if they lose a few missiles or some of their infrastructure. What really matters to them is to bring the world's opprobrium down onto Israel for killing Palestinian civilians. And that is where the world falls into the trap. The world, I say the world that I'm talking about, political leaders in Europe, in the United States, in the United Nations, and so on. To unreservedly condemn Israel when civilians die. And that's what happened. General Gantz himself said this morning, Israel lost the battle before it even begun in terms of world opinion and media. And this is where I think, perhaps more than in military terms, whereas you can ignore the fact that a human shield's there, you can take out the target, risk killing the civilians, and maybe you deter the use of human shields. But the real way to deter the use of human shields by Hamas, or not encourage it, is by not absolutely, utterly, unthinkingly condemning Israel for killing civilians. That's what encourages it. That's why they do it. They do it for that purpose. And they will continue to do it because that has the desired effect. Look at all the criticism that came down on Israel constantly throughout the operation in the summer. Look at the Goldstone report. I've not seen it yet, but look at the report that's about to come out from the United Nations in June. That's the problem, and that's why I think the most effective way of preventing Hamas's use of human shields is by somehow, and I don't know how, and don't ask me now because I can't tell you, somehow getting the international community to change their perspective, not to condemn Israel for attacking human shields, but to condemn and sanction and punish Hamas for using human shields.